Hi everyone, this is the weekly reading for Monday the 22nd of January 2018 to Sunday the 28th of January 2018. And I did actually start filming this and I shuffled and pulled the cards on the first video, but then I accidentally, I think I clicked something else in another window and it started sound, so it just, I've started again. So anyway, we've got the cards, but just trust that I just, shuffled and everything. Right, so what this week's what this week holds is for Monday, Tuesday, we have solutions, and that's number 14, and it says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. And what I'm being drawn to say with this is that we're still very much in the Pisces, well, the very high degrees of the Pisces moon right now as I film this. So this is Sunday night. So Pisces is one of the most forgiving signs of the zodiac, if not the most forgiving. And they're very, very kind people, very loving hearts, and it is the sign of unconditional love. So I feel that that energy may still be around, it very much looks like, on the Monday, Tuesday. But I'm being also drawn to say that as we get later into Monday, it'll be the Aries moon, and that is, I was going to say polar opposite, but I mean, yeah, I suppose it is kind of the polar opposite of the Pisces moon. Pisces moon is very gentle, Aries moon, not so gentle, but good for getting things done. Like it's for like action, passion, and because it's the moon is your feelings, and Aries is about passion and go and masculine. It does, it is arguably a much more fast and forward moving energy than the Pisces moon. Pisces moon can be a little bit spacey, escapism, and things to do with like mystical and psychic stuff. But very fun, and also both are fun in their different ways. But also, I'm being drawn to say that you might have had, so when you're watching this on the Monday, hopefully, that, Saturday and Sunday, like you might have had quite vivid dreams and stuff, because I know I certainly did last night. My cousin was here for the weekend, and I woke up and I just had like the weirdest dreams ever. And I also had a lot of messages from spirit in my sleep, both for myself and for her, which is actually quite a normal occurrence, but it was even more vivid than normal. So the next card is stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. Yeah, so I'm glad I said that, because this card sounded way more like the Aries energy. So it's like we're still kind of in a bit of a Pisces feel, whether or not we're actually in the Pisces energy anymore. And then this is moving into that, like, determination, fire, action, determined to move forward. And that kind of excitement as well that the Aries can bring, because of course when we go back in Aries moon, that's us going back onto the moon cycle. And look, as I'm saying that, I'm catching my beautiful ring. Look at the ring my cousin gave me. It's just divine, and it's not very often that I would say that. And I'm not a fan of my chubby little fingers, but I'll have unconditional love for them, it's fine. But look, it's can you see, it's like lapis lazuli, and I think this is like white opal. I'm trying to work it out. I'm quite good with crystals, but I'm going to need to go and double check. But so yeah, I love it. And my other rings went wonky, but I'll find it. So anyway, so Wednesday, Thursday, these cards are. So Wednesday, Thursday, what would we be in? We would be in, so either Aries moon, kind of going into Taurus moon. And don't quote me on this, I'm just kind of roughly estimating it. But it says, it's a light at the end of the tunnel, breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So, bit of a change on the horizon, it feels like here midweek, going to the end of the week. But it's like, I feel like, you're breathing a sigh of relief about something. And the reason why that's really coming in there is also obviously because of the words on here, but also because the other card I pulled is the King of Raphael, warm, generous, honourable and refined. And it says, yes, it is safe to trust, the ability to accomplish many things at once, follow your creative passions. So, it's like together these cards are saying, it's a light at the end of the tunnel on something, you can breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. And like basically relocation or travel to mean, obviously can mean relocation or travel, but it's also like moving on to a different part of your life or a different chapter. And I'm being drawn to the dolphins in this other card are like a symbol of joy. And then this is very much like a healing energy card with all the green and the heart chakra. So it's like, yeah, it's safe. It's safe to go for it. This is the time that you can make things happen with the sentence, ability to accomplish many things at once, follow your creative passions. So it's really much reiterating the messages that have been coming through very strongly since the start of the year about it's go time, because I just, I was about to say I wouldn't want anyone regretting it when it comes in a bit more kind of slower moving energy, but really that is what it's about. It's like if there's ever a time to get things done, it's now. And believe me, I'm working on things for the business, and I'm not just saying that, I really am. And I've got things coming very soon, which I'm quite excited about. And this is energy for Friday, remember? So ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Oh dear. And then it says, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem, find a compromise. So I have to be honest, this all feels like, moving forward, solutions like success, yeah, go for it. You're in a bit of transition. But I feel like on the Friday there, it's like you've maybe taken on a bit too much and you need to maybe ask other people to help you. Or, you know what I'm being drawn to? Actually, I love how Spirit do this with me. But it's kind of like how I'd said to my cousin before she went home there, I said, right, I'm just going to take today to chill, to tidy up, and then get to work tomorrow. Did I do that? No, I didn't. Like, I just kind of, I got full on into business mode again, like writing down notes and getting things done and fiddling about my booking system and everything. So it's about kind of what Spirit are sort of saying to me here. It's like they're saying, just remember to take that time to rest. Like, it might be that you take your Saturday, Sunday, or like I shared, I like to have my Monday definitely to myself, and like a Sunday, Monday kind of thing, and then I kind of do work on a Saturday. So you just make, if you've got that choice to sort of adapt your work and meet them, fine, but just make sure you do actually rest. But there's some sort of procrastination going on around Friday, because it says it will all be better if you just make a decision, overanalyzing a problem, find a compromise. And it's funny because I've been doing a lot of that tonight, just things to do with business, and kind of like, oh, that's going to change in my mind, chopping and changing. It's just kind of like, just make a decision and run with it. If it's not the right decision, change it up. Like, you don't need to get it perfect right away. And I'm great at telling people that, but then I can be a little bit hard on myself. So just there's something around that. And finally, this is the weekend cards. And isn't that interesting? Actually, these cards seem a bit different. So it's got 4 of Michael, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So that really feels like that's moving on from the Friday, right? Like whatever this is has been kind of knocking your pan in a bit and kind of stressing you out. And it's like you need to kind of take a breather. It's kind of like, if you've been writing a book or something and you need to like go back to it with fresh eyes after after a bit of sleep or something, or get somebody, another fresh pair of eyes and someone you trust to look over it. But I feel like there's a need to rest, obviously, this card, and then you see the woman's actually taking a rest here in the picture. And then I'm not always drawn to everything, but I was drawn to the water, and water is feelings. So I feel a lot of feelings coming up. And actually that would make sense, because as we come into, this is the weekend card, so Sunday's the 28th and the full moon's on the 31st. So that would make sense that, like, leading up to the full moon, which will be on the Wednesday, I believe, that, emotions can be arising here. So that makes sense. And also full moons can make us tired. So and intuitive. So that would be tying in with all of the words on this. So just bear that in mind. But also, to flip it there, well, I don't know, I don't know what I was going to say there. Let's just carry on. They can make you tired, but they can also make you get to work. And this card is confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. And I love that. You can hear the excitement in my voice. Is that because, as well as a full moon, it does make you intuitive, it does make you tired, it is time to kind of rest as well for some people. But at the same time, there can be a weird mix of this really inspired, take action energy, things manifesting suddenly, or finally, if you've been waiting a long time, like it's full moons are about completion. And I know that we're not quite at the full moon yet, but this is a few days before it. So there is that build up coming, and you'll be able to feel it. And hopefully it's in a positive way, because the full moon can get a bad rep, but it's really about, this is the time at the end of this week, at the weekend, to really be visualizing on what you want and really bringing it into your reality. And just instinctively knowing what to do part. I mean, that's really about tuning into the energy as well, because full moon weeks can be way more psychic and intuitive. Whatever word you want to say, your intuition will be on point. And I'm feeling like I just want to draw 2 cards just to encompass the general energies of the week. That card again, you're kidding. Right, okay. That's funny. Right, so the volunteered card is here again. So those of you that watched the ABC reading or the weekly reading, you'll see this card keeps popping up. And, you know, I'm going to go with what I always go with, but it really does mean to me that it's like you volunteered for this life that you're living. So, like, really give it your all. And, like, and that even means through the difficult times, like, try and look for the things that you're grateful for, try and look for the people that you're grateful for, and try and make the most of the present moment. And if you're struggling, you know, seek that support. That's the best advice I can give. That's what I did when I was feeling like that, or when I still have my moments feeling like that. Seek that support out. And this one is quite funny because I've definitely been feeling that. And it says dietary change. So I really do feel that, you know, with this coming into the last week of January here, it's like there's a real sort of emphasis on, right, you know, you've ate a load of crap over Christmas and probably drank quite a lot for a lot of people. And then maybe January, you might have been taking part in dry January, and good for you if you were doing that. Or you might have just been a bit slower to, like, maybe you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to get back to the gym in January. Maybe you haven't quite got around to it. By the way, that was my example, working on it. But whatever it is, you know, just I feel like Spirit are saying, really pay attention to your dietary like changes, like, you know, so like make sure you're drinking lots of water, make sure you're getting exercise, make sure you're getting fresh air, make sure you're getting back to the gym, and especially if you're paying a gym membership. But on that note, I'm going to get going. I'm going to go and enjoy my Sunday night and just take my work hat off. But remember, don't feel too sorry for me, because tomorrow, Monday, I'll rest for at least half of the day, and then I'll get back to work again. So everybody have a lovely week, and I'll see you at some point. Cheers. Bye.